one question I'd like to ask is, Manmohan Singh is seen as the architect of the reforms, but this book has Narasimha Rao also on the cover.
Well,
would you say he's the unsung hero?
Mr. Narasimha Rao couldn't have done what he did without Dr. Manmohan Singh. Very clear. Okay. Dr. Manmohan Singh couldn't have achieved what he did without Mr. Narasimha Rao. Mr. Narasimha Rao provided the political leadership, the political maneuvering, the political manipulation, the political craftiness, the political outreach, the political communication, which is very essential. Dr. Manmohan Singh was the architect. He was definitely the architect. He designed the package. He mobilized the bureaucracy.
Had it not been Manmohan Singh and Narasimha Rao, had it been somebody else, there was a VP Singh government 2 years before, there was a Chandrasekhar government.
I've dealt with that issue. I've dealt with that issue. There's a Tolstoy view of history that individuals don't matter. It's events that happen. But at the same time, Louis Pasteur, whom I quote, also says, chance favors the prepared mind. And both Dr. Manmohan Singh and Mr. Narasimha Rao, pillars of the ancient establishment, no doubt about it. I mean, they were pillars of the establishment. They were well prepared for this change, and they converted a crisis into an opportunity. Not everybody can seize a crisis and convert it into an opportunity. He didn't, by the way, publicly once or twice he criticized Dr. Manmohan Singh, on the price inflation issue I mentioned, where he actually distanced himself from Dr. Manmohan Singh. And he told Dr. Manmohan Singh in one meeting that, look, if the going gets tough, I'm going to get going and you have to face the flak. But, there was an understanding. That's why the only word to describe this is a jugalbandi. It was a jugalbandi. It was like a Ravi Shankar, Ali Akbar Khan jugalbandi.
You spoke about CHETAN bhagatizing this book. I mean, what does that mean for someone who probably doesn't know much about this?
I have a lot of respect for CHETAN Bhagat. We went to the same IIT Bombay, and I've followed his career. This is a book written in a very simple conversational style. When my wife read it, and she's not an economist or an economic administrator, but when my wife read it, she said it's very snappy and she's very chatty.
What are your hopes for this book?
Well, I'm hoping that this would lead to a re-evaluation of the role of Mr. Narasimha Rao. I mean, I find that Mr. Narasimha Rao is either made into a villain or he's made into a hero, by people who want to fight today's political battles on yesterday's political leaders. Political biography in India is hagiography. It's all bhakti yoga, as Dr. Ambedkar said. We are a nation not of karma yogins or jnana yogins, but we are a nation of bhakti yogins. All bhakti. The Chinese Communist Party passes a resolution, says that Mao was 70% right and 30% wrong. And Mao himself tells Khrushchev in 1958 that Stalin's 10 fingers, if 7 fingers were good and 3 fingers were bad, do we need to reject Stalin? So I think we need honest, frank appraisal of personalities, of events, of episodes, and that's what I've tried to do in this book. I've tried to be balanced, I've tried to be objective. I have no reason to be a camp follower of Mr. Narasimha Rao, but I think that we owe it to history that we look at our leaders, we look at people who man these positions of power in their totality.
Yes. On that note, thanks very much.
Thank you.
All the best, Mr.
Thank
Ramesh.
you.